In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the lorry wheel using Inventor. When it's finished, it's going to look like something like this you can see on your screen. Once you've launched Inventor, the first thing you need to do is create a new part. So to do that, move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the File button, then click on New. From this Create New File window, we need to make sure we've got the metric folder open. So beside the ENUS folder, click on the little arrow next to it, then select metric. We need to open a standard part. So we go to the part area, look for where it says standard click on it, and then click create. Now the first thing we need to do is create an extrusion. Every time we create an extrusion, we will always, first of all, sketch a profile to the correct dimensions, and then the second step is to extrude that profile to the correct length. In Inventor, in order to create a profile, we move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen and click on the Start New Sketch icon. We can then see the three work planes that come up. We're going to select the front work plane, which is this one. So when it highlights in green, click on it. The first shape we need to sketch here is a circle. So move the mouse to the top of the screen, click on the Circle tool, and then whenever we start drawing something, we always try to start drawing it from the yellow dot in the middle of the screen. So move the mouse to the yellow dot on the screen, click once to start drawing the circle, move the mouse out, click again. It doesn't matter how big you make that circle. Once you've sketched that circle, click on the Dimension tool, then click on the circle, move the mouse out, click again, and the size we need for this is 35. So type in 35 in the dimension box, then press Enter on your keyboard. Now it may be that some of the circle has gone off your screen. In order to zoom out so we can see more of it, roll the middle mouse button away from you. If you're happy that your circle is applied with a 35mm diameter, then that's this profile complete. So we click on the green Finish tick. Now we need to extrude this out, and we're going to extrude it out by 12mm. So we need to click on the Extrude tool in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And then in the Properties box, in the Distance area, we're going to type in 12. And then press OK. Now, we need to create another extrusion, this time an extrusion with subtraction, to remove a circle from the center of this cylinder. So in order to do that, we first of all always start with starting a new sketch. So move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the Start New Sketch icon, and then we're going to click on the circular face of the cylinder. Again, we're looking at sketch a circle here. So move the mouse to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the Circle tool, and we're going to start sketching this from the center. So from that yellow dot in the middle, I'll click once, click again. Again, it doesn't matter how big you make the circle, because now we click on Dimension, select that circle, so click once, move the mouse out, click again, and this time we're going to type in 6, and then press Enter on the keyboard. That's this profile complete, so we're going to click on the green Finish tick. And I want to extrude subtract this all the way through this original cylinder to create a hole through it. In order to do that, click on the Extrude button in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And you can see at the moment that this cylinder is coming by 12mm, but it's coming out in the wrong direction. We need this to go in the way in order to remove that material to create that hole all the way through the wheel. In this Properties box, in the Direction area, we can change this. So at the moment it's coming out in this direction. So if we go to the one next to it and say Flipped, and click on it, you'll see that that has gone all the way through. Now to double check that, I'm going to rotate this model. Now to rotate your model, press and hold the Shift key on your keyboard, then click and hold the middle mouse button on your mouse, then move your mouse. And we can see that that has gone all the way through the wheel. So when we're happy with that, click OK. The next stage of making the wheel is we need to round off the two outside corners. So before I'm able to do that, I'm going to rotate this around so I'm able to see those outside corners a bit more clearly. So again, to do that, press and hold the Shift key on your keyboard. Then click and hold the middle mouse button on your mouse. And then move the mouse. I'm also going to zoom out a touch so I can see the whole wheel on my screen by rolling the middle mouse button away from me. Now, in order to round off a corner, we need to use a tool called the fillet tool. And this will show you exactly what it does. It will take a 90-degree corner and then apply a radius to it to make it curved. In order to apply a fillet in Inventor, I move the mouse to the top of the screen and use this area here called the fillet tool. So I'm going to click on it. And the size I want to fillet this by is 2 millimeters. So in the select size, I make sure it says 2. It already says 2 on mine, so that's fine. And then I'm going to select the outside edge. You can see it glows green. When it's there, I click on it. And I'm also going to select the other outside edge. When it glows green, when I click on it. That's both of these corners had fillets of 2 millimeters applied to it. So I'm going to click OK. At this stage, I'm going to save my progress. In order to save progress, I need to go to the top left-hand corner of the screen, click on the File button, then click Save As. At this stage, you need to find your technical folder in the school network. If you don't know how to find that, ask your teacher for help now. Once you've found your technical folder, we're going to save this part as lorry wheel. So in the file name area, delete anything that's there and type in lorry wheel. Then click Save. To finish this lorry wheel, we're going to add a rubber material to it. In order to do this, I'm going to move the mouse to the left-hand side of the screen to this white area. We've already discussed in the previous video about the lorry axle that this is called the modeling tree. And in order to select all of the faces, we select the top of the modeling tree. Because I've just saved this as lorry wheel, it's going to be called lorry wheel. So I'm going to select that, and you can see that it's highlighted lorry wheel, but it's also highlighted all of the faces of my CAD model. Once all the faces are highlighted, I move the mouse to the top of the screen and click on the Tools tab. Then click on Appearance. Now, I've already said I want to apply a rubber to this, so in the Appearance browser, I'm going to search for rubber. So I'm going to type in rubber in the search area. You can pick any color rubber you like. If you want to preview it, you can move the mouse over it, you'll get a preview. And then, as before, when we did lorry axle, to apply the material, click on the up arrow. Once you've clicked the up arrow, that is the applied the material, you can close off the Appearance browser window. And that is the lorry wheel now complete. So we want to save this. And because we've already called it lorry wheel when we saved it previously, this time when we save it, click on the File button and then click Save. That's this lorry wheel complete.